All right. Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's get it.
Yeah. Algorithm. Welcome. Yeah. It's Friday Night Live. D. Scott. Fake Kate. Yeah.
Yo.
Welcome
back, everybody, to the Algorithm Chronicles podcast. I'm happy to be here, brother. How you doing? How was your weekend?
I'm amazing, man. It was a crazy week, bro. Like, we going hard and just make it pause. We going hard, but we making it happen. You know what I'm saying? We always making it happen. You know what I mean?
Always making it happen. So if everybody was here, they saw the intro. Actress Dolores D. Freeman. She passed away yesterday, and I just wanted to give some condolences to her family, to the Freeman family, and the whole community, because she played in so many different shows. I think she was on Sisters, the new Sisters. So she's definitely going to be missed, and I just wanted to make sure I give her just due.
Absolutely. My condolences to you and to the family and to everybody in association with her. Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. So
yeah,
we got a special guest.
We do.
Yeah,
I'm gonna bring her up. I think she's ready.
You think she's ready?
I think yesterday was a special day, right? You know what I'm saying? It was a special day. Somebody was born 25 years ago. Okay,
at least 25 years.
At least 25. You know what I'm saying? And this person is a special person, not only to you, Derek, but also to me. Right? I always say that she is a very very amazing individual because she's very helpful in so many different ways. She has helped me out, helped you out. You know what I'm saying? Been there for us. Been there for me personally. I can speak for myself. I always say she's my friend in real life. Okay. So I'm not gonna hold y'all, man. You know who I'm talking about, man. This is a great friend of mine. And let's bring her up, man. We're gonna welcome her as a special guest on the Algorithm Chronicles. All right. She's my macaroni, Tony. She is no phony. Who is it? Tika Deshawn, all things ruthless.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? Thank you, Jay, for the introduction. Y'all are not gonna have me crying today. It was already bittersweet with seeing the saying goodbye to Queen D. Freeman. Because I watched that interview. Like, I think you were one of the last people that actually conducted that interview, Derek. So, or an interview with her. So, today it's kind of bittersweet at this point, but I'm literally happy to be here at the Algorithm Chronicles and talk that talk. Because y'all be going in, and I just was like, I'm gonna just hold it. I'm gonna hold it.
Well,
I
told
appreciate
Derek,
y'all for having me.
No. Thank you for being here, number one, and taking time out of your busy schedule. Happy birthday, number one. All right, 25 years on this earth. Okay, and the next year you're gonna be 21. But I want to say to you, I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. You know what I'm saying? Because for real, like, we talk, like, we real friends, like, we real, like, seriously. You got YouTube friends, and we just want to wish you a happy birthday, man. Happy birthday, Tika.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Thank y'all. I'm humbled by this moment, for real. I appreciate y'all. For, again, just for having me here, because this is the Billionaires Boys Club at this point. And I'm just a visitor on this train, but I'm absolutely humbled and appreciative. I thank y'all for acknowledging me, making this day, even more special,
Absolutely.
Just thank you guys. I appreciate it.
First of all, I have to say this. I got into this business with, I didn't know what to expect. And a lot of the things that I've learned is from you, Tika. And, I don't know if you remember, but I interviewed you, like, interviewed you on this thing we did. I think it was behind the scenes. You was in Atlanta.
Right.
And I interviewed at least 24 people from that party or whatever, and you came on my show. Little did I know we and you was going to be as tight as we are.
Right.
You know,
right.
And that was, I think that was 3 years ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
and
it's about 3 years. I actually just recently rewatched that whole conversation. I was like, dang, man, we've been doing this for a while.
We've been doing it for a minute.
And so again, and it was fun, you know, having that conversation with you, because you learn a lot when you talk to somebody, you know.
Oh yeah.
And I just remember one other thing, Derek, when what Dee Freeman said, that, you know, you made it comfortable for her to have that conversation. I feel like that, and you're really, really amazing at what you're doing. And listen, I learned some things from you too. Jay is my biggest teacher. Like, he'll tell me stuff and I'll be a little hard-headed for a while, but then I kind of fall into it, like, all right, he know a little something. So
just a little something.
But I appreciate both of y'all. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I really appreciate y'all.
It's all love.
We appreciate you too. Like I said, this is going to be a fun and interesting show today, because again, you're here, and you know, it's nice because I've been on your shows before. So Tika, let me tell you, for y'all don't know, listen, Tika can get down. So we definitely.
She got her opinions, and one thing I love about Tika is that she stands on her opinions. Boy, everybody could be going left. She gonna go right and stay right there. She ain't gonna move.
She ain't gonna move. She ain't gonna move from it. Yes, definitely. So now, let me explain. So the first conversation we're about to get into, it's crazy. Papoose is actually out here. Let's talk about Papoose for a second.
Oh Lord.
So he put out this video that, matter of fact, I'll put the video on real quick, and then I'll get the audience to really understand what I'm talking about, because it's just, let's get the Papoose real quick. He was on Vlad TV, so check this out.
Yeah, I think he's just a hating ass nigga, man.
So that being said, that made him a complete liar again. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he's literally the only one that's still fighting with 50. What do y'all think? Got muted.
He's still talking and talking. He the only one just like...
He's the only one.
Still going. But I think, you know what? This is his only thing that he can do, because the man put out an album and that went double wood, double copper. Okay, and ain't nobody even care. Put out a whole video, what they call it, a visualizer, like a whole video, and ain't nobody talking about it, man. It's just, What you think, Tika?
I mean, I don't want to call the man a liar. I just want to call him misinformed, because hell, I was like him. I'm like, 50 Cent only effing with the black people. Like, what is going on? And thank you for proving me wrong, because I promise you, I think I said that to Jay. 50 only effing with us. But you know, he ain't got nothing else. He has nothing else going on right now, you know, other than riding on the coattails of old girl, you know what I mean? He don't really have nothing. He don't have nothing going on, and I just want him to, as a grown behind man, get a life, like do something other than crashing out. You know, with 50 Cent. 50 Cent now moved on from all of the shenanigans. Now it's your turn. Just move on. Be productive. Open a business. Start a YouTube channel. Papoose, please do something with your life. I'm just saying.
Yo, honestly, I think dude really is hurt, because remember what we talked about last week, Derek, when I said Maserati Bud put out all of the evidence, but it wasn't dispelled. So his feelings is still hurt. So he's going around still talking about 50, man. You don't even know what you're talking about, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You know what the crazy is? This is really going to catch y'all. Y'all ready? And I quote, Papoose said 50 Cent hasn't had a hit record since 2005. Another lie. Like, this is unbelievable. Like I said, and for us at the Algorithm Chronicles podcast, this will be, unless something drastic happens, this will be the last time we will be discussing Papoose.
Yeah.
All right. So this is his retirement right now, because at the end of the day, he's just bro. You're just He's definitely done. You know, so
yeah.
But it's been, like I said, it's been an amazing week. And you know, we always talk about the negative with 50 Cent.
Yeah.
Always talk about the negative, but a lot of people don't talk about the positive. So now, I just heard this week that he just got a deal.
Yeah.
He just got a deal. $75 million for 50 Cent's doc after bid war.
Yeah.
So, man, KJ, talk to me about this, man.
Man, this is huge right here because, again, I always ask people this question. So I reported it yesterday, right? And I always ask people this question. I want everybody in the audience. Who is this documentary about? Even you, Tika. Who do you think is this, like, part 2 of The Reckoning, right? Is it part 2 of Diddy? Like, does he have more information? Is it about, some people said it may be about Jay-Z. And I was like, what? Jay-Z? But I was thinking this is about your favorite artist, Tika. And that's why I want to hear you chiming in, because 50 said, I'm in development of doing the T.I. and Tiny documentary. What do you think, Tika?
Tika.
50 always in development of some ish. Always. I mean, you know, who knows what this documentary can be about, but anything so far that has been allegations against T.I., Grand Hustle, Tiny has not been proven, and they actually won the whole lawsuit. So, I mean, what can you say about T.I. and Tiny that we don't kind of know? It's like the when Eminem was in what was it, 8 Mile, and before old boy could, you know, say anything about him, he said it about himself. So like, we already know a lot of stuff about T.I. and Tiny. So, you know, I don't know, Jay, I don't know what this documentary could actually be about, but I mean, I ain't gonna front it, act like I'm not gonna watch it, because I want to see who he's talking about too.
Exactly. You know, it is me personally, like I said, it might just be about 50 Cent behind the scenes. A lot of people think it might be about somebody. It's actually probably him, his documentary that he really going to get a chance to actually tell himself. Like she was just saying about T.I. telling everything. He might tell a lot of the things that we don't know about him. You know? And the one thing, the one thing I know about him is he's a grandma boy.
I don't know, man.
That's grandma's baby.
I think it's about T.I. and Tiny, man. Because if I was Hulu, I would pay for that. And
not for 75. 75 million.
Well, hold on. I remember Tika, you said that, it was dispelled and everything else like that, and they won. But Derek, didn't you tell me the other day it was overturned? Yeah,
it was definitely overturned.
Wow.
It was definitely overturned. And what's happening, like I said, she didn't come with absolute proof because her witness did not come through like she thought she would.
Okay.
So she has a witness, but what happened, she's saying basically she can't find that person. And the girls that supposedly was behind the scenes with everybody, they disappeared. Like they're not contacting her or nothing. So, you know, come to a jury and you come to the judge with no witnesses, of course he's going to say, you know what, now you got to pay their lawyer fees. And that's what they're dealing with right now.
Well, this is what I know about 50. When 50 say he going to do something,
Lord,
he normally does it.
Yeah.
He don't cap about it. If he say I'm in development or something, then it's probably going to go down. So we'll see. We'll see. $5 million is a lot of money.
That's a lot.
I mean, and salute to him for being able to get that much money. You know, that's a whole lot that can go to a lot more projects.
Right.
Other than him trolling. But you know, I'm not mad at that at all. 75 million. But I'm like the both of you. I want to see who this story is about. So
I think,
bring it.
So what do the audience think? Who y'all think this documentary is about? Like honestly, let me see. Do you got anybody we could look up real quick?
I don't see anything yet, but y'all chime in below. Y'all let us know who you think it's about. Yeah.
Marcus said that the documentary could be about. Did you say that already? Jay-Z and Beyonce?
Oh, yeah, I mentioned Jay-Z. Yeah, I did mention Jay-Z.
You know, that would be devastating.
Whew.
That would be devastating.
Man.
That to a lot of people, because Jay-Z and Beyonce is like the king and the queen. So it's
what
like,
could he have? That's the question. What could he have on Jay-Z? That is the biggest question. You know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of rumors, you know what I'm saying, of Jay shysting people over the years, shelving DMX's last album before he passed away, you know, while he was president. Oh, he also was not trying to let people off the labels and stuff like that. You know,
yeah,
I think he let DMX off, but that's about it.
You know? Messing with Beyonce when she was 16, but we don't know, or we don't know, but the rumor has it he was with her way before everybody thought
he was with a lot of young girls. And it ain't even, I'm not saying it like it's acceptable, but it won't surprise me. But even if it had something to do with just Beyonce's name, the Beehive are literally gonna lose their freaking minds. They gonna do everything they can to try to shut down 50 Cent. I promise you, because I know how they move. Those damn Beehives, boy, they are not playing about Beyonce. So
no, they do not.
But she ain't perfect. True. She's not perfect neither, and that's what a lot of people, they don't care or care to understand, that she's not perfect. So if her name is tied in some ish, it's gonna be crazy.
Ooh,
exactly. All right.
Take your mic settings, T. Your mic.
So now, we like I said, this has been a crazy week. It's been a crazy week. Tiger Woods is back in the fold now. Tiger Woo Woods. You know, and it's funny because they actually caught him on camera. I actually got a little footage. You know, I got a little footage of. Just look at Tiger, and they say he wasn't drunk, but he was under the influence of something. I don't know. So check this out, my man Tiger Woo Woods. Check him out.
Look down my phone, and all of a sudden, boom.
I'm gonna just take a look here and go in and just like take. Is this comfortable for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Have anything to refresh?
Yeah.
Why don't you have the camera response?
I don't feel anything out of the asshole. We're still gonna have our medic come and check you out. All right.
Yeah. Disregard that. Just 18 seconds.
Yeah, what's that? Yeah. He's okay. I just checked for anything on his back. I didn't feel anything.
Bruh.
Did y'all see the car?
I did. That's why I said,
yeah, what is going on? So we haven't heard from Tiger. We haven't heard from Tiger in a while until this. He actually said he was on the phone with the guy in office. I'm not going to mention his name. But
thank you for not mentioning his name. We don't do that here.
We don't do that here. The guy in the office, he said he was on the phone with him. Next thing you know, he went boom. So Tiger, I don't understand what's going on, but he was trying to get in, I think, the US Open or something, and they refused him. I guess he got mad and wanted to turn his car upside down. I don't know. But this is crazy. And it's sad that he's going down like he has. You know, first the wife, you know, hit him with that stick or whatever that was. And then everything just went AWire. What do y'all think is going on with Tiger? Because I'm kind of a little lost.
Ladies first.
Ladies first.
You do right by black people. Everything you do don't fail. He said he went black. So it is what it is. You got the white people issues at this point, Tiger. Hey, get your life together. You got more than enough money to take yourself to rehab, to somewhere to where you can sit down and get your mind, body, and soul together. I don't know what is going on with Tiger. All I can do is literally pray for the man, because he going through some stuff.
Yeah, he really is. What about you, Jay?
Yeah, man, it's got to be, you know, what you said. You know, that first reaction to just him being denied. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, bruh, like that. I mean, that's what happens. You know what I'm saying? People get denied. This is what he loves. This is his passion. This is his life. You know what I'm saying? So for the first time ever, now you're getting denied to do what you love and what your passion is.
I am Tiger.
Yeah, man, that's funny. That's kind of messed up. You know what I'm saying? It's messed up. So for him to resort to, people either resort to puff puff or he resorted to drinking. And this is what happens, man. He flipped over the car. That's why. Oh, whoa. Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, he said he was all right. It's funny because as y'all see, he's still in very good shape.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? He's not, you can see it a lot of times when people going through, emotional stress or whatever, they tend to get out of shape. But you can see he's in really good shape.
Right.
And the fact that he's aware of what's going on, he had no alcohol in him, but he said he got Xanax or something in the car. He was taking one of these pills or whatever. So, he got some of those crazy pills in the car. So I don't know if he took it before he got in that car, but they say you don't supposed to drive when you take pills like that. So I don't understand. So
I mean, where's his driver at, Tika?
Exactly. He should have a driver. He should have somebody to take him to where he needs to go. And even if he wasn't intoxicated via alcohol or weed or whatever he was doing, Xanax, that's the worst. That stuff is so addictive that you could be taking it and don't even know that you're taking it. So that's just as bad. That's something that can have you on your behind. And he flipping cars. He probably went up to those people's gates and was acting a fool. Because I mean, they know Tiger Woods, and he had to be. I hope I'm wrong, but he had to be, acting a certain way to where they just said, "No, you can't. We can't let you in." Now, if he was on the phone talking to that dude with that orange suit on, then that's his own fault. Like, what you talking to the devil for? I mean, what you doing talking to other people like that for? I'm just asking.
Yeesh. But you know what though? I could tell you, like, when you go to the other side, as you mentioned, Tika, you have to understand how this works, right? Because you're not one of them.
Yep.
And when they want you to be there, you're going to be there. When they don't want you to be there, they're going to deny you. And it's going to be so devastating because it's like, I thought we were friends. I thought we were family. No, sir. Now you're not welcome here anymore. So,
he had oxycodone, they said. He said it wasn't Xanax.
Or worse.
That's kind of worse. That's kind of worse. Thanks for correcting me. Thank you. I appreciate that. I like that. So, to me, like I said, he's going to have to go through some therapy.
Yeah.
And he's going to have to do a lot of soul searching because he thought, like you just said, I thought we was friends. No, bro. Not when you get in trouble, you're not. Not when you get in trouble. Don't come to us now. We don't want you. We don't want you.
He needs some therapy. He needs to sit on somebody's couch for real. He ain't been right. He has not been right since he got into it with that white woman. And I'm just saying, his history is what it is.
Did y'all see what Aquarius Water said?
I saw it.
Just like Jay-Z said.
Still a
ninja.
Still a ninja. Still a ninja.
OJ said he wasn't a ninja. He's like, okay, OJ.
See?
That's how Tiger Woods is like the modern day OJ, yo.
He is.
Yo, I didn't even think of that.
Yep. Yeah.
I didn't even think of that, bro.
Because he doesn't look at himself as black.
No, he never did. He never has.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
you got a black father, so you don't consider it? Okay. All right, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. So now it was some TLC news with Chili, and some stuff was going on with her. And they talking about they talking about getting them off the tour, Jake.
Yeah, man. So look, we got some of our favorite groups from back in the day. We talking about the 80s and the 90s, right? We talking about Salt and Pepper. All right. Cheryl, Salt, James, and the other one, and Spinderella.
Oh, don't do Spinderella like that.
No, Spinderella. You know what I'm saying? That's my girl. You know, they all my girls. You know what I'm saying? And then you got In Vogue. Hold on to your love. You know what I'm saying? Great groups.
Lord, yes.
But TLC was added to this roster of them that's supposed to go on tour. But somebody did some research and found that Chili, of all people, gave some contributions to some parties that people at this point really, really don't like. And again, we're trying to avoid saying the name of the individual, but yeah, the MAGA people, we could say that. Okay.
Okay. The MAGA people. I like
say
that.
We could say that. And they found us out, and they found posts, and they found who she was following, and they say, no, we're not going to spend our money on this tour if she's going to be on tour. So it's coming back to bite her, what she put out long time ago when he first ran for president. She was supporting them out there like that. So Tika, what you think about that right there? That's Chili. That's your homie. That's Atlanta. That's
ACL, baby. Royalty.
Hey, I'm from Miami. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Listen, what's done in the dark will come to the light. Not only did she support MAGA situation, she also reposted some negative content about about Michelle Obama. Like that was the worst thing that you can do. So that was what really kicked it. We can deal with the fact that y'all love that other side. Okay, to each is their own. But when you disrespect the queen, the first lady, the first black lady, the first, you know what I mean? There's no way that is going to be accepted. So if they cancel the tour because people don't want to F with them, then it is what it is. You should have thought about that. And then you come on with this BS of a story saying that you didn't know that you reposted.
The button,
Baby, you got to approve to basically repost something. Like, what do you mean you didn't realize you reposted something? So now if y'all want to call somebody a liar, that's who you can call a liar. Like,
she's definitely a liar.
And we're supposed to fall for that. So, if they cancel, I mean, they don't necessarily have to cancel the entire tour because there are other talented female artists, female groups that they can pull together that will be, you know, just as much of a success as TLC would have possibly been. And at the end of the day, Shade, here come the Shade. What music y'all got? Like, y'all been begging people for money to make a new album and y'all didn't even make the new album. Like, what is going on? I'm so confused.
I'm gonna tell you, it's sharp as a knife.
Sharper than a knife.
I had a ninja sword. I'm gonna get that.
See, KJ, I'm not the only one, as you see.
Yeah.
Whoa, Chico. Ooh, I'm feeling that.
So what happened? Here's what happened. Here's the result of all of that is that TLC now has to drop out of the tour. So it's gonna be Pepper, En Vogue, and whoever else as you said, there's plenty of the artists out there, but who knows? It may just be Salt-N-Pepa and En Vogue. We'll see what happens. Yeah, but it's unfortunate because T-Boz is now going to suffer, and T-Boz ain't doing nothing wrong.
Right.
That's messed up. She gonna miss out on some money because of what Billy did.
You know, TLC never was right after Left Eye Pass.
That's true.
Understand? Like she definitely was the spirit of that group. She was writing a lot of music, doing the routines. So when she died, the group died. You know, and for Chili to say, I didn't know what I was signing. Did you see that part where she was like, I didn't read the fine print? Well, obviously you didn't read the fine print of that contract where y'all never made a dime out of TLC anyway.
Right, the first contract that they messed up on, right?
So
like, you can't play dumb no more. Like when you at a certain age, you can't be like, oh, I didn't know. No, we ain't taking that excuse no more. You're a grown ass person.
Yeah.
So
and you got one of them Lawrence boys in your corner. Like, what's Joey Lawrence's little brother? Like, you got one of them Lawrence. If you had a problem with reading something, like you can get some of those people to go ahead and read that stuff and get it together for you. Like, there's no excuse. Anyway, I'm sorry, y'all.
It's no excuse. It's no.
You're right.
You're right. Listen, Tika's killing it. It's no right. It's your
birthday. It's your birthday. You got it right. On your birthday.
She definitely got it right. So now, as another subject, I want to cut up just a little bit. Has anybody, and just think about this, we've been on social media for some years now. Has anybody seen 21 Savage say that him and Lotto was actually together? Like, say it.
No. I don't remember him saying
I never heard. I've always speculation, but never came out of his mouth and said it.
Right.
She's the only one that's been putting up these subliminal messages, but he's never really said, "Yo, this is my woman. This is my baby. I need to leave her alone." He's not even protecting her.
No.
You understand? So my way of doing, I'm a grown man, and if the social media anybody's attacking my woman, I'm coming to her rescue. Period. Even Lion Papoose come to her Clarissa Shields' defense. So for you to sit back and not acknowledge that this is your baby, this is your woman, and ain't nobody, he said nothing. And they've been dealing with each other for a while. And
maybe he didn't want her to have the baby. Maybe if it was on the low, right? Maybe it's like, I got some news for you. I'm pregnant. That was perfect timing, bro.
And it's so the only thing he's posted with her is this. Yeah. That's actually from his page.
Oh, he posted it.
You see it at the top. It says 21 Savage.
My bad, y'all.
It's okay.
It's a birthday.
It's your birthday. You can do that. But yeah, so this was posted from his.
He posted this.
He posted this. And it's funny, but that's still not. That could just be your friend. You just trying to show, some support. Yeah. That's not being a man and saying this is my woman. So my thing is, he's never shown the support for this young lady, and she's out here defending him. Like he's a good guy. We've been together for a while, but he's never really defended her. So it's just unfortunate for her because, as y'all see, she's dealing with a lot. People's judging her because he's married. Listen, he's married for convenience because he was definitely needed that passport and that acknowledgement of being a
visa.
Citizen.
X visa. What was it called?
No, you talk about something else. That's something else. U visa is different from an actual visa.
Right.
That U visa we talked about in the first episode. How a lot of immigrants go through a lot of violence in different situations, and a U visa gives them a visa to be here, but they have to cooperate with the law enforcement.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm sorry, Tika, be like a little T.I. in a way, with the,
What you mean? What do you mean? What you saying?
Yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
You trying to dig a T.I. with Tika?
Yeah, I'm trying to mess with Tika a little bit.
There you go.
But it's just unfortunate, like I said, for this young lady. Like I said, she's a dope artist. We seen her since she's growing up on Jermaine Dupri show, and for to finally get a chance to bring her private life out, and for the man that supposedly gotten her pregnant is not even defending her or actually saying this is my baby.
Right.
I feel that's a problem. I really do.
What you think, Tika?
Lotto, let me know when you want to send him back. Let me know. We could do some paperwork, baby girl. You ain't got to worry about him. If that is her child's father, is absolutely disrespectful for him not to acknowledge that. But then he doesn't have to acknowledge her in public as long as he's not mistreating her behind closed doors.
Right.
She's younger. She's young. I'll say that she's young, and she wants, just like every woman or a lot of women, they want people to know who their man is, who they're dating. But he's saying in his lifestyle and what he has going on, he can't very well say that me and you are together if I'm under a marriage visa or whatever the case may be. You trying to get me sent back because now they're going to show that our relationship is a whole fraud. The person that I'm married to is a whole fraud. So calm down, baby girl. I got you in the back, but it's just a case of you chose the wrong baby daddy, and I promise you, they probably won't last after this child is born. Much longer. We've seen it happen with Sierra and Future. She found a man who was for her. She found the man God wanted her to be with. So just all I can say to Lotto, hold tight, baby girl. Your time is coming. Take care of your child. Handle your business. Keep making your music. Don't let him stop, or don't let anybody stop you from what you're doing. And F21.
Oh,
Dang.
F21. Okay, let me give her a round of applause on that.
F21, man.
F21. Ooh.
Well, like I said, I think we got to insert the being that we're speculating, right?
Insert.
I think I think it was a surprise. I'm pregnant. He's like, you can't have that baby. I'm married. We got to keep this on the low. What you doing? I'm gonna have this baby. This is my first baby. I'm gonna have this baby. I don't care what you gotta say. So that's her attitude too. She's like, I'm gonna do what I want to do when I want to do it, how I'm going to do it. And I think that's how it's going down, and that's why he's not coming to the defense, because he may not want the baby in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So again, I'm just
That's even worse. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's just speculation. It's not facts. I'm not stating facts. I'm just thinking, I'm just thinking, why wouldn't he be like, yeah, that's my baby? You know what I'm saying? Because if that was mine and I was messing around with her, sure, she don't look ugly. I'd be like, yeah, my baby mama look good and my baby gonna come out even better. You know what I'm saying? Like that would be me. But again, he's married. And he's married for a purpose and a reason. This may mess up the whole reason and the whole, as you mentioned before. Like if he does admit to it, it might mess him up. Like he got to go back. You got to go back to Canada, bro.
I think you need to go back. He got to go back. Send him back, y'all. So, VKJ, a lot happened yesterday. We're gonna get into this conversation. A lot happened yesterday. My man Gucci.
Oh Lord.
Let's talk about Gucci. Oh Lord.
Oh
Listen.
My God. Hold on.
I'm gonna let you lead this.
Here we go. Oh, wait. Here we go.
Here we go.
Look, man. So there's a lot of talk about your man Pushaysky and Gucci, right? So Pushaysky gets out, right? Him and his fam go and put these, contracts together, because what he wants to do, he signed a Gucci and he wants to get out of the deal. Okay.
Right.
So they go see Gucci and they got this paperwork. He's like, yo, can we talk? Gucci, can we talk? So they go in the room and he's like, yo, Gucci, I need you to sign these papers. I need you to release me from the label. And Gucci's like, nah, I ain't releasing nothing. I'm not releasing you. You my artist. You know what I'm saying? You hot as fish grease right now. You just got out. So we about to do an album. It's going to be dope, whatever the case is, right? And again, this is all alleged. This is from what I heard. So Pushaysky don't like that answer. So what does he do? He tells his boy, yo, go get my bag. In his bag is something called an AK, or AR, I should say. Pulls out the AR, points it at Gucci. Gucci was like, okay, I'll sign it. He changed his mind right away. Right away. While that was going on, allegedly, his people, I'm talking about Pushaysky's people, went in the other room in the studio where the engineers were and Gucci's people were, and they proceeded to rob them at strap points. And they took, the Rolex watches, they was robbing white people. They was robbing all the people that was in that studio. And they also took something from Gucci as well and ran up out of there.
Wow.
Now, because of this, people are saying, oh, well, of course, the feds got involved somehow, some way. Now, when you robbing not just Gucci, but his people and white people that's with him, they're going to report it. Okay? So people saying, oh, no, Gucci snitched, Gucci didn't snitch. The people said, we got robbed. So, of course, they're going to work with the feds. And Gucci also got robbed, and he was involved, and they were there for him. So he is now complying with the feds as well. And they went ahead and arrested Pushaysky and his people.
Along with his dad.
So, fam, what are your thoughts on this? They are robbing people in 2026 and sticking people up to get out of contracts. What do you think, brother?
Okay, you ready for my comments? You ready?
We ready.
Okay. I've seen so many people get robbed at studios, apartments, complexes, in homes. Never in life did we see federal agents come in and get them? So obviously, this was something already in play. It had to be already in play. I really feel, I really feel Gucci actually snitched. I really do. And for him to say he's a man on business and all this other stuff, Gucci and his people snitch because federal, it just doesn't happen that fast, bro. It just does not happen that fast. We all know, like I said, street justice and jail, what they call us, jail lawyers. Everybody knows that it takes a while for feds to even come around a robbery, period. And he's, like I said, he could say what he want, but he was supposed to let those brothers go. Don't say nothing and go get them later. Since, he is Gucci man. So I don't know about that. What do you think? What do you think?
Listen, Gucci said, you ain't gonna come in here and just rob me and think that and hand me up with a blicky and then think I'm not gonna snitch. You damn right, excuse me. You darn right I'm gonna snitch. I'm gonna say what I gotta say. Listen, Roger Davis came out, not Gucci Mane, Roger Davis. That's the government name. That's who snitched to the feds. And that's who he did what he had to do. I understand he didn't want to let Pooh Shiesty out of the contract because he had already let a whole bunch of other people go, and this was his biggest moneymaker. Okay, I understand.
Yes,
but that whole situation where you just holding people because that's your biggest moneymaker, like I understand the contract is contract, but when you dealing with ghetto hood, don't mind popping off. Already did some time. I'm on house arrest as it is, and don't care if I go back. Let them people go. And clearly, Gucci, aka Roger, just was like, "Hey, you can't go." They pulled up on them, but they robbed the wrong people. They snatched up on the wrong people, and plus, this could be some premeditated type situation because you got dudes coming from out of town to deal with this. Dallas, what's his name? Pooh Shiesty is from Frisco, which is like 30 minutes away from Dallas, Texas. So you got other people coming from out of state to handle this. So this could be premeditated on a whole other level. Like, who's to say really if Gucci snitched? Who's to say Pooh Shiesty wasn't already being watched? Who's to say somebody else didn't put the word out? Hey, I think this young dude is over here doing something. And then you got your sorry behind daddy involved in it too. Like, he got himself because he's a grown man, but he's involved in it too, thinking Debo or somebody is gonna come in and pull up on these people and they not get away with it. I mean, they get away with it, but not really, because now all y'all going to jail and they're looking for one other person to lock up. So hey, dang Gucci.
Yeah, damn Gucci.
Dang.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I think it's a combination of, we got robbed. Yeah, we know that you just got out, so we gonna watch you and see what you do, because we know the type of what you did to get yourself in jail. Now you out of jail, so we on your tail. Yeah. So now you bringing out ARs and all of this and that. You doing some real big criminal activity, and you had what? He was supposed to be on house arrest or something like that.
House arrest, yeah.
House arrest too.
Can't carry weapon.
Well,
right. Maybe he like state line. Come on, man.
Yep.
Come on,
man. Listen, maybe he likes to be around the fellas. I don't know.
There we go.
He definitely got to go back to him.
I mean, if you think about it,
he got a jail boyfriend in there somewhere.
If I'm in jail, the first thing I'm looking for is a woman, not Gucci, man. I'm sorry. You could have took care of that a long time ago. You could take it a couple of months ago, but you get rat out. And the first dumb thing you do was try to rob Gucci, man, to get him to sign a paper to get you off a label. Now, I think he wanted to go back. And we see that a lot in the Black community, that a lot of guys that come out of prison for some strange reason, they go right back.
Yeah, they're used to that. I mean, look, like if you got to come out of prison, right, and you got to either go get a job or find some way to get money because you got to pay, either your baby mama where you staying or do something, right, with your life to get some money. And you don't want to do that. And you got to find your own meals because your girl ain't going to cook for you because she got to go to work.
Mm.
You're going to go back in because you're getting free meals, 3 meals a day. Okay. They tell you when to go pee. They tell you when to go to sleep. Some people just like that. But before we move on, we got a super chat from the Marcus Vaughn.
Marcus Vaughn.
Thank you for that super chat, my brother. He says Gucci turned into Officer Rick Ross now by boy.
Wow.
What do y'all think about that?
That's actually one of Rick Ross's favorite things to do. He's part of that team. So I don't know. He might be right about that.
F it, I'm a snitch. You come rob me, I'm telling everybody. I'm getting on social media. I'm calling the feds. I'm calling.
Wait.
I've been the CEO before, so
exactly. Tinker, let me tell you something. See, for you, like I was saying, what people don't understand is the way Gucci talk, the way a lot of these rappers portray themselves as, not snitches. I get us as people. Hell yeah, I'm snitching. At the end of the day, that's. I've never told you I wasn't going to snitch. You call me snitch until I'm blue in the face, as long as they get the people that got me. You understand? So for him, it's different because the persona he has, I'm Gucci Man and I'm gangster. I mean, did you see what he did to Jeezy some years ago on Versus?
Yeah.
He was on some real, it was that Versus to me was one of the most controversial Versus I've seen. And he really tried to push those buttons on Jeezy. Gotcha. He did not let it happen. So
Still on the subject of Pushaisky, and this is shout out to my man Gemini Don, because I do remember that part of the story. When they robbed the people, there was air tags on what they robbed. So if it was laptop, whatever, right? So and then they went on IG and was bragging about what they got from the robbery.
Yes, they
did. The feds got the air tags and the locations where they at. And at the same time, they looking at IG like, look at these bozos right here. Wow. So thank you for pointing that out, Gemini Don, man.
Thank you, Gemini Don. All right, Gemini Don.
And who's to say, like they told on themselves, and who's to say, Gucci Man really say he probably was the one person in there was like, nah, I'm gonna handle it myself. But because they was in there and others were in there, somebody said
something,
and so,
somebody said something.
Until I see the documentation that says that Jeezy actually said something, I'm gonna refrain from the snitch until I see
something further.
You know what I mean? That's just me. I will give somebody the benefit of the doubt for a second.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. I got you. Good point. But like KJ always said, when we first started this show, these is the opinion, our own personal opinions.
That's right.
And the thing I like about this conversation, what we have now, we all have 3 completely different versions of this.
We sure do.
We do. It's like 3 completely different versions.
Sometimes we agree. Sometimes we don't agree. Sometimes we actually agree.
But that's what this show is about. We can agree and we can disagree and still have a great show, because right now we're having a great show. There's a lot of people.
Sure, especially with Tika doing Tika Deuce. You know what I'm saying?
She's really on
some on fire.
She's on different. She's on birthday time. She's on birthday time. She's killing it. So now, now we're about to get to this real sensitive subject.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Here we go.
We're about to get to it. Very sensitive because it's kind of crazy that Brandy came out with this new memoir.
Oh Lord.
Brandy, Norwood came out with a new Norwood, right?
No.
Came out with
that's
Norwood.
That's Knowles is Beyonce.
Yeah, Knowles Beyonce. Mm-hmm. So rumor has it, well, the book says that she was in a relationship with Wanye from Boyz II Men. He's 22 years old. She was 16. 16 years old. Now she's saying out loud that he took advantage of her. She didn't know no better. Yeah, she didn't know no better. Yeah, and the crazy part about this is her mom. Her mom actually was the culprit. Her mother gave them the okay to have this relationship. He was supposed to supposedly tutor her, get her to a point where she's, but do anybody remember the show Brandy?
I do.
Listen, that means when she was on the show, she was with him.
Yep.
You understand? 16 years old, and they actually had a relationship. And, we still got people going to jail for this years later. And, my thing is this was voluntary, supposedly voluntary, but now she's putting in her book, her memoir, that it wasn't voluntary. She was taken complete advantage of.
Wow.
What are y'all thoughts on that? This is the memoir. It's called Phases. The memoirs. Brandy. Talk to me, y'all.
Ladies first, because this is about a lady. So Tika.
I need to read the book. I really need to read the book. But like we knew that Brandy and he were like together because we saw them like pictures and everything. Back then nobody paid attention to the age, and that's just the realism behind it. Nobody paid attention to the age. And I'm not saying that makes it right, because if I don't know, this is crazy. For her to say he took advantage would be, you might as well say your mama took advantage of you too, because your mother allowed this relationship. I know you don't want to talk bad about your mama, Brandy, but your mama allowed it. That's the same thing. We're going to talk rest in peace, Aaliyah, but that's the same thing with Aaliyah and that other man. Their parents allowed this relationship. And I'm sure Daddy Norwood was somewhere saying it's okay for them to have this relationship. So if that's the case, but what can they do at this point? She got a whole lot of other men in the book, from my understanding, that she acknowledged to dating or whatever the case may be. But why is this? And I'm not. Oh gosh, Brandy is amazing. Brandy is all things, but we've also known Brandy to lie based on her mother telling her to lie about the pregnancy, about who her father, the child of father was. Like we've heard her lie. So is this her perspective? Is this her perspective of what actually happened once she finally, woke up and said, wow, I was really taken advantage of? And Wanye was the one that, took advantage of me. Now, did the others take advantage of you as well? That's crazy though. This is a tough one, because I like both of them, and I literally just saw Wanye last night. So to have to address that is crazy. He's gonna have to come out and at some point, first of all, read what is actually in the book, and then address it. Whether he wants to, she addressed it publicly, he's gonna have to address it publicly as well. I know he said a little bit of something on the Breakfast Club, but he's really gonna have to have a in-depth conversation about what she's alleging.
Yeah. So something else that we have to recognize here is that it wasn't just the mom; it was also a record executive that allowed it to happen and swept it under the rug. I'm not going to mention that executive's name because, again, we don't want anybody to be like, oh, you mentioned my name, you shoot. No, you're not suing me. You're not suing us either.
You can sue him, but you ain't going to get nothing.
Exactly. Ain't nothing to
get. I'm sorry.
They swept it under the rug for all these years. And now for her to come out like this, it has to be, and I agree with Aquarius Waters, it has to be about the money at this point. You know, she's on tour with Monica. Usually when you're on tour and you're an artist, you need some bread. The money's running out. Maybe you're not getting residuals like you used to. So now you're putting this book out. Now you're trying to get more residuals. So now you're trying to stir up stuff after all these years. Wanye got like 5 kids. Like, come on, bro. His kids.
And they're all group.
Yeah. They got a group. You know what I'm saying? These kids can sing. Like, why you going to ruin this man's life like this with these allegations from a book? So, whether it happened or not, again, we're gonna have to, you know, see the facts. I mean, just because it's in the book doesn't mean it is facts.
Right.
As you
True.
said, Tika, it could be a lie just for public, you know, publicity or whatever the case is. But if you were forced and
Mm.
you're a child, children usually tell when you're forced like that. If you know, if you were taken advantage of and it went on for years, that you're not forced. You know what I'm saying? You would have told her, you would have told your mama, you would have told everybody, like, get me out of this thing. Unless her
True.
mama was like, oh, do it. No,
If you got
just-
a mama like what she got,
yeah, if a mama was forcing her to do it, that's a whole different subject too.
Well,
Because now
you
you gotta
know,
take mom.
let me tell y'all. Do y'all remember that song? Corey Waters just made a point.
What's he
Do
saying?
y'all remember that song "Broken Hearted" that they sung?
Yeah, that's a great song.
That's a dope song, and it felt right. You understand? It felt to a point where she was singing this song, and they were both singing this song, but she was more heartbroken than he was. You understand? At 16, like I said, she's saying she got taken advantage of, but listen, that innocent stuff, got to throw that out the window, y'all. She's not innocent in this. If she had a relationship with this young man, it was going on for a minute. You understand? And it just happened when she was 16. They continued to have the relationship. That's what I think. And now she's trying to make something, oh, I was taken advantage of. That's probably like a PR move, because a lot of people don't understand. A lot of these artists depend on the PRs. I work with a lot of PRs, and what they call them? They the fires, put the fires out. A PR will put a fire out in a second.
Yeah.
And what's going on with this situation? It is going to get to a point where, things going to escalate, because, like you said, he has kids. He has 5 kids, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And rumor has it they're not even talking to him. See, that's another thing a lot of people don't know about. They're not really.
Oh, the kids not talking to him now?
No, they're not really talking to him, and this is why Mary J.
they
Blige
was just with him at the concert last night.
Yeah.
They
See,
talking
exactly.
to him.
They talking to
At
him.
least the boys are. I know the boys was literally just at the concert with him last
They
night.
talking to him. Yeah.
So I think it was time for her to get some ish off her chest. She been forced to do a lot of things.
Yeah.
Know what's true. I don't know what really happened in that, in that situation. But I feel like Mrs. Norwood is very, very, very authoritative. Yes.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
this is why Ray J basically kind of kicked Ray J out the family, because Ray J can't be held down. You know what I mean?
Can't be tamed.
He can't be tamed.
No.
So
Yeah,
that's why they let him run wild.
Yeah, she probably started telling him what to do. He's like, I ain't doing that.
Well,
I'm just going to listen to Kris Kardashian. We're going to make a X tape with her daughter. That's what I'm going to do. She's probably like, don't do it, but he did it anyway, and here we are.
Yeah, let me tell you, she was right about something, though. She told him to get a prenup. She told him to get that prenup with that woman. She said, she's not good for you, brother. She's not good for you. And he married her anyway. And we see where that went. It actually, took him over the top. It literally took him over the top, because, the first show.
I don't know if y'all ever. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Tika.
Did y'all ever see the Brandy show, or not the Brandy show, but it was like their family. It was Brandy, Ray J, the mama, and the father. They had a whole reality show, and on the very last episode, there was something that they were trying to get Ray J to do, and Ray J was like, "I'm not doing it, and I'm going to show you that I can do this by myself." And that way back in early 2000s, where he said, "I'm going to show you I can do it, myself." And you haven't seen him and the mama and the daddy collab on anything in a very long time. So
it was probably the X tape. It was probably that
what's the name set up? That
Chris.
Yeah, Kris Jenner set up. Yeah.
She was in the room. Wow.
Trifling.
Yeah. And on top of that, they also okay, I'm gonna say it. I actually met their father. Their family is part of our church congregation. They're out in California though. And I met him actually. Our church in Harlem, we did like a revival at Apollo Theater. And and Brandy and Ray J's father is a song leader. So he came out with the other song leaders from California and they performed at the Apollo Theater, part of the revival. So he's well known in the church and the congregations. So whatever Ray is doing and whatever's going on now is not a good look.
No, it's not.
For them, the family, and the church, and everything else that's going on right now. So this is some sad stuff.
Right.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. But like I said, time will tell.
Yeah.
Time will definitely tell, and we'll probably be talking about this in the next couple of weeks because if she didn't get taken advantage of, he should speak up and talk about it.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of hard to. It's kind of crazy because she could have been in love with the man. You know what I'm saying? And they could have really been in love, even though she's 16. She could have been enamored by him because he's Kanye from Boys to Men. You know what I'm saying?
Broken heart.
And then they kind of, they was probably doing on the low and they got caught. And then it was like, oh no, we can't allow this to get out, especially back then. You know what I'm saying? So who knows? She may have been taken advantage of. We don't know. We'll find out once all the information comes out.
Well, listen, I don't know about that, but Brandy got a very famous body count. My God.
Oh God.
I'm sorry, bro. I don't know about that taking advantage of. I don't know about that taking advantage of, man, because if you think about the people that she's been with, and I'm not going to name no names, but we all know they public figures. And I don't see a nice guy in none of them.
Mason's not nice? Shauna's not nice?
Y'all know they ain't nice. Come on, y'all need to stop. No, they're not. They're not. She liked the edgy people.
Wanye's nice. Is he?
He got 5. No, I don't know about nice.
What do you mean he got 5? Because he's married. The man is married.
She got body counts, but they got body counts too. So I mean,
that's right.
It's a double-edged sword with that. But at the end of the day, a lot of this stems on how the public perception of someone and what's going on with her saying that she's been taken advantage of. That's the part I'm not really feeling. You could have just said we had this relationship. You didn't have to say the age, first of all, but you put it in there to make it more interesting. You understand? If you private, stay private. If it was something that he was in love with him, if he raped you, that's a different story, though.
Grape. Don't say that word. Grape. We say grape.
Great. If you got great, then that's different. But I'm just saying, you don't put your age on something and make everybody, like we're talking right now, to use only 16, and your mother and another person in the industry approved it and let it happen. So
could it be a publicity stunt though? Could it really be not even like Brandy? Could it be like, yo, we got to sell this book?
That's what I'm saying.
Salacious. So people will buy the book and people will talk about it. You like that word salacious, right?
Salacious.
So we got to come up with something juicy so that people be like, oh, they'll keep talking about it. But I just find it weird that Mace and Shine was talking about it and then this comes out.
Thank you.
And then the book comes out. It's like, I feel like this is all a set. And then she gets her star on the Walk of Fame. Like all of this stuff is coming out like it's some publicity stunt. That's what it almost feels like from the outside looking in, right?
Yes. Yo, I agree. What about you, Tika? I agree.
I mean,
knowing how this industry is.
That's a tough one because where there's a rumor, there's some truth. Okay. So
that part.
If Jesus, because these are two of my favorite people. So if in fact that something like this did happen, I mean, the truth just needs to be made known. If it didn't happen, people are still going to go purchase her book because they want to see what it's all about. But if this is a lie, you're trying to destroy the credibility of Wanye, who I never really heard anything back then, anything negative about him. Not that I can recall right now. If I Google something, I don't know, but so to really put a line, put a stigma on him like that, to say that this man forced the situation. I don't know. I need oh geez, they're gonna be talking about this for a while,
They are.
especially with Boys to Men being on their concert right now.
Yeah.
But they have like one more date, and then I think that's the end of this particular tour. But
Okay.
this is, hey, people like gossip and mess, and you know what I
Yeah.
mean. So people will probably just read her book just to see exactly what it said. Maybe that was a bite, that was a sound bite that was just put out there just so people could go buy the book.
Yeah.
But if you messing with somebody's credibility like that, that's a no. You can't be doing that. If that's that's the case, Brandy, you already got away with a whole lot of stuff, with unalivements, with lying about your pregnancy and who the father was. The world forgave you for that stuff. And if you're lying on this man, then girl, I don't know who's gonna be able to help you after this. Therapy won't even be able to help.
Terrible.
I hope it didn't happen.
I hope it didn't happen either. I hope it wasn't like a forced situation. You know, I think maybe it was, you know what, we messed around. This is not working out. I'm moving on. And she got upset about it. And she's been hurt since then. That's why she wrote that song Broken Hearted. And now it's like, oh, I'm coming out with my book. I might as well do something against him because I really did love him. So let me
a woman scorn.
It's all exactly a woman scorn. Again, we're speculating, family. These are not facts. We're just thinking possibilities of what and why. So family, don't run with that. We're just talking right now. That's all. Don't run with it.
Well, we ain't gonna run with it, but you know, we ain't definitely gonna run with it. But you know, this has been an interesting show. Like I said, it's really got a lot of energy coming from the birthday girl, bro.
Oh well, you know what that means. You know what that means. You know what that means, right?
What that mean?
That means we got to have her back.
I think we got to have her back. I believe. Listen,
y'all will get my blood pressure up over here if y'all touch one conversation. I think we gotta have.
I mean, it's a birthday, and you know, it's funny, right?
I love the dynamic that you both have your opinions. I love what you guys are doing over here at the Algorithm Chronicle. Y'all got me tongue-tied with that word, but I love what y'all are doing over here. So y'all don't mess it up with Tika coming over here, because Tika get y'all page shut down sometimes. I'm just saying.
No way.
Listen, let me tell you something. If I can't get it shut down, you definitely, because I'll be on. AKJ have to put me in therapy.
I gotta check him sometimes, because if he playing some stuff, I'll be like, bro, we can't play this. Yo, we can't do this. But it's all good. It's all a learning experience, you know.
It's learning experience with VKJ. No lie, for y'all that don't know, behind the scenes, I get DMs, I get these little messages, and he'd be like, and all jokes aside, I love it because he'd be like, nah, we can't do that, brother. This is we're gonna have to do A, B, and C. We can't do D, E, and F. We just can't do it there. We can't do it.
That's what we, as a partnership. That's how it goes, you know.
Trust me, if I could, oh my goodness, this page would be lit.
We got a request. See, Aquarius Waters wants you to come back, Tika. So you come back and visit us. You know, hang out with us.
I'll come back and visit one day.
You could be our roving reporter. Like, come in here real quick.
With all the gossip.
You get all the gossip. You know,
we talk about it all, and I'm gonna send you this picture too. So you'll never forget. On your 25th birthday, we celebrated you right here at the Algorithm Chronicles.
Thank y'all.
Yeah, definitely. You're definitely welcome back. So, any last words? Matter of fact, let's ladies first. What you got going on, Tika?
Ooh, what I got going on? Oh my God. I got something going on that I can't even say anything about. Only one person is aware of this situation, but I'm gonna keep it to myself. Just be on the lookout for you, girl. She's about to do something major. That's all I can say. That y'all gonna be shocked. And then next Saturday, though, I will be doing my interview with Megan Dane. She's the writer of Cross. Matter of fact, she got promoted to staff writer, so she like oversees all the writing. So we'll be there, and I will be having that conversation next Saturday, April the 11th at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then my girl EJ and I, we still are doing our Talk That Talk media show. We're going to be talking about The Boys. We'll be talking about Euphoria. We'll be talking about Testament. Like it's so much going on that channel. And All Things Ruthless. Hey, y'all just stay locked in. All the channels above, all the channels included, and that's pretty much it. Thank y'all so much for having your girl here. Thank you for the birthday wishes to everybody out there in the YouTube world. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to all channels involved. Push the algorithm chronicles, push it out into the algorithm. Okay, let everybody know that these two gentlemen who are doing something big are here and they're not going anywhere. Okay, they coming stronger and stronger every week. Y'all be having my blood pressure up for real, but I just, I sit back and I come back later and I watch it again, then I hit the like button. But yeah, thank y'all so much for allowing me to be here today.
Oh,
thank you.
Right.
I love y'all. I love y'all. Yeah, my friends.
Love you too.
Love you too. We definitely love you, man.
Yeah,
that's crazy. So so it's been a dope show. Like I said, a lot of energy, a lot of birthday energy. Because Tika, man, you came on today and showed off. Like, woof, I didn't expect it. I think about it, vacay. Think about this. I've been kind of tame tonight.
You have.
I've been kind of a little tame. I'm learning, but Tika kind of, Tika be bringing it out. I'm like, oh,
she bringing that fire. She bringing that fire. So she bringing that TI fire. Let them know. Let them know.
Don't get me started.
Listen. shout out to TI. That is a complete banger. I'm not even gonna
and in all fairness to TI, even though I may not, but he did come out with a video today for Trauma Bond.
No, he did.
Yeah. I didn't watch it yet, but it looks pretty cool from the previews that I've seen. So shout out to TI on his run, and he is, on top of the billboard right now too. So
that's nice.
With all fairness, you know what I'm saying?
It's nice. It's nice because again, he's not a young artist. He's somebody that, he's one of the young pioneers of hip hop. And for him to have a banger like he has right now and still hanging out and doing what he do, congratulations. Yo, congratulations.
T.I., just I was joking with this, but a man, Gemini Don, sent me the flyer for the Rock the Bells cruise. And T.I. is number 1 on that list, next to Public Enemy. And what I said to Gemini Don, I said, well, it's official. T.I.'s old school now. It's all good, though. It's all good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
It's all good.
It's official. It's official. It's definitely official.
Old school, good school. You know what I mean? So,
definitely. So,
all right.
So, what you got going on, vacay? Vacay. Yeah, talk to me.
Hey, just stay tuned, fam. You know what I'm saying? We got the news going on. We got the new podcast called Hustle and Chill. You know what I'm saying? I'll be in my mobile office and I just be coming to y'all. So, keep your notification bells on because it's random. Super random, but usually around, 1 o'clock my time, which is like 3, 4 o'clock your time, East Coast. So, just stay tuned. Lock in with your boy. You know what I'm saying? We got some shows coming up. We waiting for Raising Canaan. Of course, more 50 news, more everything. So just stay tuned and keep it locked with all of us here. Make sure you subscribe to all the channels, family. All the channels. Hit that like button. And Replay Gang, hit the hype button for us, please. We appreciate y'all. It's on all the channels are up. All the channels are streaming right now. So lock in with all of us. We appreciate it.
We definitely appreciate it, and I appreciate both of you.
What's going on, man?
Yeah, we definitely listen. We got some things going on. I got some interviews that I really want to tell y'all about, but I can't because they've been agreed upon, but we just looking for dates. And it's just gonna start happening in a row, and everybody's gonna be completely amazed about who we're gonna be bringing to the 2111 radio show. For those who don't know, 2111 radio show, it's another platform that we have, and this one right here, this is a joint venture between me and BKJ that we discussed. Because I had to do something else because BKJ be on YouTube, like I don't know if y'all get the notifications, but it'd be late
all the time.
He be.
What you mean?
Busy.
I'm dead at this. I'm dead on his notifications, and when he come on, oh my goodness! And it's like, do he even sleep, Tika?
He don't. He the hardest working man in YouTube. I'm just saying.
Well, you know
That's
what
why I rock with him. I know he gonna come with the goods.
we do know what his real name is, so it's kind of like ironic.
I appreciate the love. I just love this. This is what I love. Being here with y'all, doing what we do, talking about what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I almost forgot. Yeah, the shot's coming real soon too. So look out for that. And you know, I got my shot hat, so you know, I'm be wearing that every single time I'm talking about the shot. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Lena Waithe. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Lena Waithe. I appreciate that.
They said Emmett's son's gonna be the oldest son. They said something about be in the final episode. Yeah.
Okay. So there's a lot of new people coming, a lot of new faces. I posted it the other day.
Oh, there you go. Yes, I get those notifications, VK. Yeah. Yeah. But you know, it's cool because at the end of the day, it ain't like you're boring.
Right. I appreciate that. I try not.
You're not boring. Yeah, you're not boring. So it's like, okay, I turned over and here come VKJ on YouTube doing a review.
If I got my bedroom voice, then you know that you might fall asleep. You might, you know.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. All right, let's cut this out. All right, let's cut this out. I need to show my real voice out
it's
there.
The battle of the voices, y'all. It's the battle of the voices.
Michael, he don't know how to act. That's my dog. That's my dog.
I ain't mad at you, dear.
Let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you behind the scenes what VKJ told me this morning. Oh my God.
What I tell you? No, you can't tell her that. Come on, that's between the fellas, man. Come on. Nah, we gonna tell you. We gonna tell you.
He is hilarious. He had me in crying, yo. It is so funny. But listen, we're gonna sign out right now.
Let's get the people out of here, man.
We're gonna sign out. Thanks everybody for showing up tonight. Every Friday.
Yes.
Algorithm Chronicles podcast will start at 8:00. I'm happy to have Tika come in here. Happy birthday, Tika. Again.
Happy birthday, Tika.
Happy 25th birthday. We're gonna keep it up.
Okay.
25th birthday. You heard that part. Thank y'all. And you definitely start seeing some more stories during the week, and we definitely going to tackle them every time. All right. So until then, we'll talk to y'all later, and we out of here.
Salute.
Peace.